There we are. Hey guys, I needed to jump on and just tell you I just wrapped up this week's coaching call in the Inner Sanctum, and I want to share some important takeaways. We talked about storytelling, by the way. Hi, just so excited, jumped right into the hi. My name is Joel. If we haven't met before, uh, we talked about storytelling in your business and how you can actually use storytelling as a way to attract people, clients, leads, potential customers to your business. And I gave you a great framework for this that I've been using for well over a decade to actually make sure that you have enough leads coming in and building relationships with people. It's not just about the money. It's to me, it's about building relationships. It's about this talking to you guys and actually helping and serving others. That's what it's about for me. And if I don't reach enough people, I'm not going to be helping anyone. So I'm going to show you just a couple of takeaways from this. And if you want to get the complete training, everything we have, the weekly coaching calls, all the training, all the tech, everything we offer, go to awakenentrepreneurs.hub.com and pick that up, or DM Olivia directly and she'll help you with that. So I'm just going to show you a bunch of the takeaways from today. Any questions, any comments or stuff like that, feel free to drop them in the chat below. I'm live on a couple of different platforms that might be, if you're on one of them, that I might not see it live, but we'll see it afterwards and we'll look at that. We talked about how to sell using stories today. That was the idea and that was the core of it. Super quickly, the Awaken Entrepreneurs Hub, here's the process. This is the 9 steps we work with. From creating the foundations and setting up the high ticket offer, looking at who we serve, creating the coaching package, the problem, all of that, getting the tech set up so we have a way to get leads, building the relationships with people, dealing with the enrollment calls, all of that, getting ads, traffic, paid traffic to work, getting the organic marketing to work. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. And then, of course, maximizing all of this. This is the everything we do. And here's the wonderful people who will help you and coach you. As I said, my name is Joel. I'm the business coach of this. We have the wonderful empowerment expert, Olivia, and we have the confidence catalyst, Kesley, helping you with all of this. So we're very holistically working with all of these things. You might know it already. Just want to touch on it so you know. Either way, what we talked about is the reason that most coaches don't get enough traction online. And it's because they're not interesting enough to the people they really want to attract. And this, what I mean by that is not that you are, as a person, not interesting. That's not what I'm saying. But I see this over and over and over and over and over again, people having followers, but no engagement. Lots of followers, no one engaging, or no followers and no one engaging. Most of the times it's because you're not putting out a message to the right people. So the people who see your content, they don't get involved with it because it's not interesting enough for them, right? It's just one piece. And you do this, I do this, we scroll by stuff that we don't like. And it's not because that person is horrible. It's because I'm not looking for that. It's not interesting in my world. So we have to understand that we have to be interesting enough. And the way we get interesting enough is by being super clear on who we serve. That is why the second step in the entire process is getting super clear on who we serve, obviously. The next thing that might happen is you posting like crazy all the time and your keyboard is on fire because you do all of these things and it doesn't work. Again, it's an issue with the process, not with your effort. So that is probably something that needs to get fixed. And you're probably using the internet in the wrong way. You're probably a consumer, guilty of this, consuming other people's content, not putting it out there. So what I did is I deleted all social media on my phone, got rid of it, right out of the gates, got rid of it. Now I only use social media on my computer when I'm working. That's how I get traction online. And the beauty of storytelling here is that what you put out to people is actually something you get back. And what I teach and what I talk about is how to get stories out to people and attracting clients with the ease and grace to actually make that work. And I can tell you really, one of the interesting things with this is just a few weeks back, I had a gentleman reach out, schedule a call with me based on a video he saw that is almost 10 years old. when I was telling a story. And that's why I think you need to tell stories. You need to talk about things to people, be in front of them, tell stories that are interesting. And to me, that is really one of the key concepts in all of this. We have to be interesting enough to people. I'm going to jump ahead. I'm not going to go through all of this. This is, by the way, super interesting. Did you know this? Social media post with storytelling, 300 times or 300% higher engagement rates. 22 times more easy to remember facts if you add a story to it. And 55% of consumers are more likely to be loyal to a brand. And we can add with this the fact that we know that an engaged and highly loyal customer in terms of engagement is worth 3 times as much as just a super satisfied, super happy customer or client. So we want to have engaged clients. That's really what it's about. There's a fireplace here. Why? Any guesses why there's a fireplace? Our brains is hardwired to listen to stories. This is something we've done for eons. Sitting around the fireplace, listening to other people's stories is built in. So when you tell stories, people listen, but only if you tell stories that are interesting enough to others. If you tell that type of story, other people will listen to them because it's interesting to them, right? That's the entire idea around what I'm talking about. When you tell stories that are interesting enough to other people, they will listen. But we have to follow some type of structure around this. If we just haphazardly put out stuff, I'm not going to say it's never going to work, because it might work, but you're going to have a much harder time to make that work. It's much better to follow some type of process around it, where you actually build up to a place where other people listen to your stories. And imagine for a second sitting outside at the beach, in the forest, on a boat somewhere, doing something you love, playing with the kids. And as you're doing that, your social media, your videos, your blog posts, whatever you put out to the world is working for you and bringing in leads, customer, and clients. That is the reality of this. I get so excited about this because this is the reality of it. When you get these pieces in place, that's what's happening. That's what's happening, not just to me, not just to our business, but to millions and millions of businesses all around the world when you use storytelling. And that's the beauty of it. And an even better part of that, since it's working for so many people already, we know for a fact you should be doing this. But just putting random stuff out online is never going to work. It's never going to give you what you're actually looking for. So a much better way to do this is actually using some type of framework. And I put together this storytelling framework. I wonder why I ended up behind everything. I put together this storytelling framework that is the same framework we use for everything we do. It is the exact process around it for how it works and how it comes together. This is available. This is accessible to everyone inside of the Awaken Entrepreneurs Hub. If you don't know what the Awaken Entrepreneurs Hub is, welcome to the free community piece of this. The Awaken Entrepreneurs Hub is a way for you to get business coaching, to get help with doubt, to get help with imposter syndrome, to get help with any blocks that is holding you back, to get the confidence working, calming your nervous system down. All of these things we as entrepreneurs needs to do without breaking the bank. AwakenEntrepreneurshub.com. Go check it out. Go see what our mission is. Really, if you haven't, go do that. What we're doing here is putting everything, every single thing you need in front of you. And we're doing it at a price point that blows people's mind. The reality is it's less than a Starbucks mug a day to get all the tech, to get business coaching, to get help with mindset, to get help with empowerment, to get help with blocks, to get help with healing, to get inner child work. All of these things, calming your nervous system down. I mean, to me, that is one of the most important things I've ever done. The levels of stress I went through, running a business, trying to do everything at once, not knowing if it worked. I spent $35,000 and got zero, nothing in return. That was everything we owned. That was all the saved money we had. And my wife came through the door and she said, we can't pay the bills, can't buy food for the kids. They're going to turn off the electricity on Tuesday. What are we going to do? And the kicker there was, what are we going to do? Not what are you going to do? Because I was the cause of all of this. The church stepped in and paid the electricity bill to keep the lights on. That was rough. I know the struggle. I know it's real. I hit rock bottom several times and I bounced back from it. When you get a process that makes sense, when you get an idea of what you're doing, how you're doing it, and something to hold on to, it's so much easier. I don't know if the Awaken Entrepreneurs Hub is a good fit for you. I don't know, because I don't know you. But I would be so honored, so excited to talk to you, have a conversation about this, seeing if it makes sense. This is not a high ticket offer, by the way. Just to be super clear, this is not at all a high ticket offer. Schedule a call. There's a way for you to schedule a strategy call. And I know people say this strategy call, they call it a sales call. It's not. It is a strategy call. By the end of it, we might find out if we want to work together. Of course, we can have a conversation about that if we want to. But it's not, the goal of that is not to have a sales call with you. The goal of that is to understand, can I help you? Can we put tools, frameworks, support, accountability in front of you in a way that makes sense? One of the frameworks is on the screen for you right now. There's a bunch of them. And I think you can imagine from just looking at, went the wrong way. Just looking at the process map here. Let's see if I make myself smaller, that's probably better. If you look at the process map here, there's actually a way and a method to the madness of going through all of this. The goal here is to make sure you get to a business that is profitable, sustainable, and reliable, where we can put it into a data model and see if we put this much energy and effort into it, what's the outcome? That is what needs to happen from my point of view. And of course, frameworks. Be kind to yourself. Take a shortcut. There's no need to stress. There's no need to use this part of your body to brute force through it. Doesn't serve you. Doesn't serve anyone. All that happens is it takes much longer for you to get in front of people and helping them. My goal is to help you. Your goal is to help other people. Help them as fast as possible and as easy as possible. That has to be the outcome and the end goal for us, to serve others. I'm here to serve you. If you want help, feel free to check it out. If you have questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to schedule a call, leave a comment below saying, hey, I would like to talk and hear more about this. Awesome. Let's talk about this. During a strategy call, by the way, what we do is we look at your entire business, see what pieces are missing, mapping that out against the process to understand where there's gaps. No one is going to sell you, but you will have a very clear point and a map for where to go from here. Awesome, my friend. Comment, ask questions, let us know. Olivia, Kesley, and I, we're here to help, here to serve you, here to do the best we can. So, my friend, tell stories, build your business, serve people, and create your best possible life. I hope to see you soon, and take care.